All right, so here we are, our first leaders call of the year, January 14th. All right, so I wanted to spend tonight talking to you guys about a couple different things. So I wanted to talk to you guys about, goals for you and your team, and like specifically an elite and premier coach, and how to basically be the leader that you want to be, for your team. So first, we're going to just start off by talking about elite and premier. I think that this is a goal that you guys should all have written down on your goal board. So a premier coach is, you're a 2-star diamond coach by the end of the year. I got to check the exact amount of elite points. Do you know off the top of your head, Nick? I don't know. I think it's 135. I think it's both the same amount of points, isn't it, though? I think it's the same amount of points for 5-star and 2-star. I'll double check on that. But anyways, a premier coach is 2-star diamond, and you have to have a certain amount of elite points. And an elite coach is a 5-star diamond coach, and the same thing, you have to have a certain amount of elite points. Now, how you get elite points is you want to hit Success Club every single month, and you want to be getting at least 3 to 5 of your active coaches hitting Success Club, getting 1 point at least every single month. That's all they need. So basically just helping them hit Success Club. That's the goal. All right. So it's really important that you make it a goal for yourself. Hi, Carrie. We're just talking about elite and premier right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I connected to join and it didn't for some reason. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, so for elite, or premier, whatever one that you're shooting for, it's definitely possible for you guys to be all elite coaches at the end of the year, but you have to start working now. You have to start working now, and you need to be the mirror for your coaches. Your coaches are going to mirror what you're doing. So you need to make sure that from this month going forward throughout the whole year that you are hitting Success Club, because your team is going to see that and they're going to do what you do. So if they're watching you hit Success Club, they're going to know, you tend to follow the leader. So, they're going to follow what you're doing. So make it a priority to, keep doing that every single month, and then help your coaches hit Success Club. So, just constantly, it's just, going over the 3 vital behaviors with them, and just, helping them understand that they don't need to overthink things, and that they can keep things simple and just focus on just talking to people and sharing your journey on Facebook, so the whole attraction marketing starts to work over time. That's really all it is. So now what happens is as you start to grow your team, because this happens to everybody, and it happened to me too, and it can get really overwhelming. So you go through this phase where, you're inviting and you're messaging and you're signing people up as challenge packs and things like that. And they're just discount coaches in your challenge groups. And then all of a sudden you get one active coach, and it's like, this is so exciting. And then, you get them started right. And then you get another one, and then you get another one, and then it starts to grow. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, how do I balance my time between, with helping all my active coaches and still doing the stuff I need to do for my business? And I can tell you right now, speaking from experience, guys, I had a whole reflection on my 2015 of myself. When you're bringing on new coaches, are we wearing the same thing? Oh. See, guys, your coaches are going to mirror what you're doing. They're going to do what you do. I'm wearing this hoodie. Lauren's wearing the hoodie. Carrie, where's your hoodie? Courtney. That was hilarious, Jane. Oh my God, that's a riot. Oh man.
Sorry, I didn't distract you. You were on a roll, and I just had to point that out.
That was awesome though. Oh my God, it was perfect timing. Thanks. But it's true. It's like, you have your coaches and they come on, and Molly's really whining hard. Sorry, I think that my dog is going to take a crap or something on the floor over here. He's like really whimpering. So you have these active coaches and they come on. All right, guys. So I'm just going to be completely honest with you, because I completely screwed this up last year. All right. Even though it might not look like that on the outside, to you guys, it was oh my God, it was such a stressful year. You don't want to hold anybody's hand. All right. I had a major problem with this last year. Hi, Jesse. I'm talking about balance between, when as you're growing your team with your active coaches, like how to, divide the time, between getting them going right and like still continuing to grow your business and do the things that you need to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, how about balancing my life? Would that be a topic for discussion?
Yeah, I know. How about pour a glass of wine?
I had a donut at Dunkin' Donuts
Oh, you know what? We all have.
and a chocolate chip muffin, but it was in the hospital, so I figured I was allowed.
Yeah, exactly.
I threw in the towel today.
Yeah, you have to, Jesse. Sometimes it just gets a little overwhelming.
So I walked in and I logged in here. I went to the clock and I went, oh, I'll still make one call.
I know. We're happy to have you here.
Oh, happy to be here.
The last call was good, so you'll have to listen to the recording.
Yes, I will. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Oh, no problem. And so, so I messed up big time last year. I feel like, I really, truly feel like that because I was really, really, really overwhelmed and stressed out all last year because the team grew at rapid, crazy speeds, which is really good. But what happened is I started to shift away from not spending as much time on the 3 vital behaviors as I should have, because I was spending way too much time on every single individual coach that came on. And it's because I just want people to see success and understand it so bad. And the teacher in me, like when a student wouldn't understand how to do a math problem, it's my job to figure out a way for that child to understand math because not all kids learn the same way. And so, so I would be like racking my brains out, trying to why isn't this coach doing this? Like, what can I do to help them? Or, so I spent a lot of hand holding and me and Nick were actually tracking how much time I was spending. And it turned out that I was every single night when I come down here to work, once the kids would go to bed, instead of sitting down and doing my 3 vital behaviors and working on growing my business, I literally was spending all night long answering questions. It was like a question answer session for 4 hours with all the coaches, you know what I mean? Because there were so many of them. So guys, don't do that. You want to produce independent coaches and leaders on the team. And so when you bring a new coach on to your team, and you can do what I do if it works for you, but when you bring a new coach on, you're gonna do it. I always do a getting started right call with them. I do that right away. I do a getting started right call with them. I get them going. If you need my help, I can do it with you. I have done 3-way calls plenty of times, and you do that with them. You tell them about the team call every week, or your call if you have your calls. You guys should all be starting to run your own calls, or should be by now anyways. You're going to tell them about that. Let them know that you're open to do one-on-one calls, and give them the times when you're available. Let them know that you're there for them and that you're there to support them, but that if they have, any questions, you want to encourage them to, be self-driven and take the initiative to try to find it themselves versus you trying to find it for them. So you can, tell them about posting on the team page, Googling it, FAQ, and then after they've tried all those things, then they can come to you, but you want to definitely produce independency in these people when they come on. And most importantly, you want to plug them in right away to the Coach Basics training and really talk it up about how important it is for them to do that. So all that stuff is in place. You've done the getting started right call. They're plugged in. They have every single tool to succeed. All right. Then you just need to step back, guys, because that's what I'm doing from now on. It's been working out pretty well. You set maybe a certain amount of time aside, each day that you're going to spend talking to your coaches and be honest with them about what those times are. So I'm going to be doing that too with the team soon. I'm going to be sharing my specific times of this is when I'll be on. If you want to, get a hold of me, you shoot me your question earlier and I'll respond between these times, and just kind of, be structured about it. But give them the wings to fly because they are their own boss, and we're entrepreneurs. And so we want to encourage that. And you know what? Sometimes you get a coach on and you think they're going to be a rock star, right? And then it's they're awesome for 1 month and then they quit, or they drop off the face of the earth and you get so frustrated. And trust me, guys, I have been there. All right. And you know what, guys? You can't do that. You have to just let it go. You have to let it go. You cannot because we are not anybody's boss. I am not your boss. what people decide to do with this business is it's their business, and their goals are not going to be what your goals are. And everybody goes at their own speed, and because it's their own journey and they have their own things going on in their life. And so you can't get frustrated with them. You can't show that you're aggravated or frustrated with them. You can't get angry and let it hold you back and, complain about it 24/7. You just have to just accept it and keep bringing in new blood. You have to be, just constantly bringing in new people, because even people who, you think are like a shoe-in with you to the end, you'll be like, oh my God, that person was almost a one-star diamond and they just quit? Like, what? That was my strongest person on the team. And you'll say that, but then you just got to let it go, because it's, that's their journey. And as long as you know where you're going, it doesn't matter who quits or stays. You're going all the way. So that's what I tell myself. And it's really, really helped lessen a lot of stress, because I was getting, when I reflect on 2015, I was getting so stressed out about like certain people quitting and like, what the hell is going on? And then you start to question yourself, and it's like, it's not you, it's nothing that you're doing. It's just that people are on their own journey, going at their own pace. And it's kind of like challenge groups. You know what I mean? Like when you contact someone, if someone says no, or they don't, or they order their stuff and then they don't really participate in the challenge group and they're not ready to start. It's the same thing with this business. Like, it's a timing thing. Some people just are not at the right place in their life to really go all in, even if they tell you that. So just never, you can't push people. You can't force people to do anything. The only thing that you can do is just continue leading by example. That's really and truly all that you can do. Whatever you want your coaches to do, you have to do. So if you want, your coaches recruiting coaches, because you guys all have active coaches, if you want them recruiting, you have to recruit and show that, that you're doing that. If you want your coaches to hit Success Club, you have to hit Success Club. If you want, even with your posting and things like that on social media, if you want your coaches to post a certain way, they're going to be looking to you as their leader, and they're going to be mirroring every single thing that they see you do. So just kind of keep that, in the back of your mind with everything. And just no matter what, it doesn't matter, how big your team is or how many people you have. It doesn't even matter if you're like the number one coach in the company, like Melanie Mitro. You have to do the 3 vital behaviors every single day. You can never, ever, let that go, because that's what's going to grow your business. And the time that you're spending, talking to this other person who's just sucking up your time, that could be the time that you could find your rock star coach, that's going with you to the top. So you want to look at it that way. It's like, a way for you to, you don't want to spend too much time with, you just don't want to spend too much time. You don't want to put all your eggs into one, what? Yeah, I'm like, we get some comments coming over here from, from the peanut gallery over here.
Hey, speaking of which, how you asked me to put in something that I learned on Super Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell you and Nick, now that you've got all these silly Florida coaches rubbing it in about their weather down there, that if you actually do like an event for them in Florida, you can go down there and write off the trip.
Sweet. When are we going?
I don't know, but I think you need a whole shitload of assistance is what my point is from New England coaches.
Oh,
Yes.
we'll figure it out. I'm like, we'll figure it out. I got to get out of this weather. It's so crappy.
That's what, what the hell was his name? Jeffrey Brewster. They go to Disney like 13 times a year.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this whole big Florida organization.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just like,
He said that some of his coaches are actually play characters in the park because he goes that often, and now he can write off the trip.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
so
well,
there's your tip for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome. So, guys, work with the willing. Don't push people along. Like, you got to match people's performance, you know what I mean, based on what they're doing. So, I mean, if you got a runner, you're going to run right next to them and, keep up the same pace. If you got someone who's going slower, you're going to slow down and jog, or walk. Yeah, you have to match their pace and just really understand that you cannot Like you literally cannot force people to do something. And even if you've, kind of led the example and shown them, how to have success, if they're not doing it, like you can't get aggravated by it because, it's their journey. You have to just keep bringing in new blood. Like, so really, I think like our focus this year, I mean, you guys got to blow it up this year with your teams. All right. I want you guys on the leadership retreat with me. Okay. I do not want to be there alone. It's no fun being there alone by myself. I want the team there. I want you guys there with me. So
Didn't Nick go?
yeah, he went, but you know what I mean? I need my girls. I need my posse. And so, just, make it a priority that, to bring on new active coaches every single month. Shoot to bring on 5 new active coaches every single month. Because, they're not all going to do something. You guys have seen how many active coaches I brought on so far this month, and I have another one to introduce him tonight. It's like 7. And like how many of them are actually really doing anything so far? You know what I mean? So, and you've seen it from the past months. You just have to keep bringing them in, getting them started right, leading them, in the right direction, and bringing in new people. That's the only way, because you never know. Like your rock star coach, they're totally out there, just like all you guys. So this is your chance now, guys, to totally blow it up. And I think that just make it a priority to just set the example for your team. If you haven't started your own team calls yet, like definitely start your team calls. Even if you only have one person. I mean, that's how I started. You can ask Carrie D'Amico. She's been here since the beginning. My calls did not start with 25 people on them. They started with literally 2, and sometimes just 1, and sometimes just me.
I think that was the first time that I met Lauren, and Kelly was on the first call.
See?
Right? Yeah.
And that's it. So, it starts out small, and then you just keep growing, and it just takes time. So, get your team calls in place. And, I really think that it should be a goal for all of you guys to have your own sneak peek up and running, like yesterday. Even if it's just 2 days, you don't need to do like a 5-day thing. And you don't need to go crazy, redoing Coach University and all these other trainings. Don't reinvent the wheel. That stuff is in place. I've been using Liz's stuff, and I've only made minor tweaks here and there along the way, and I'm continuing to make them, but I'm making them, when I have the time. That's not my priority, because that stuff works. So there's no point in making more work for yourself. That's taking away from the most important thing in your business, which is getting out there and talking to people. So use what we already have. But I will say definitely to get your own sneak peek up. And the reason why is because people they want to see you guys, and they're making that connection with you. And so think about it. The one thing that is going to grow your business is by building your team and by getting active coaches. And so active coaches, potential ones, are going to see you firsthand and learn about this in the sneak peek. So you want them to hear from you. So like I said, some people have done just 2-day coach sneak peeks, and they've really abbreviated it. You can do that too. I still kept a lot of the same stuff even from Liz's, and took out videos that I didn't really like and plugged in mine. And you can do that too. So don't overthink it. It goes back to that whole overthinking thing. And just stick with those things. And then what was the other thing I was going to say? There was one more really important thing too. Oh God, I'm totally drawing a mind blank now. What was it, Nick? Oh, I hate when this happens. Totally lost it. And it was something good too, guys. I don't even know. But anyways, so God, I really feel like it's right there on the tip of my mind. Let me just think about it. Just get the thoughts in your mind for your questions you have and stuff.
Was it the Melanie Mitro thing?
What is it?
Was it that you talked to Melanie about the?
Oh, no, but that'll be soon too. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say too. Thanks for the reminder. Of just coming out of your comfort zone. So we are leaders, all right? So it's not like an easy position to be in at all. And you have to constantly be doing things to make yourself uncomfortable. So if you've been wanting to, talk on a team call and lead a team call and share your tips, because, you guys are all rock stars. If there's some topic that you really love talking about or feel like the team could benefit from, like step up and ask to lead a team call, If you've been wanting to make a video and post it like on your wall about, joining the sneak peek or something, and you're scared shitless, then that means that you should do it. And, like I was giving the example in the group, guys, I haven't been able to find the right mastermind group for me. It's been driving me crazy because I want to be challenged and I want to get better so that I can help you guys be better and we can have the best team in Beachbody, because I'm on a mission with this. All right. It ain't over yet. And so, do you think that I was scared to ask Melanie? Like, of course I was scared, Did I think that she'd say no? Well, I was like, she'll probably say no, but whatever. I mean, you got to just be a squeaky wheel. And so I asked her, and I told her, and she said she would love to work with me. So now we'll be doing, mastermind groups and stuff, and I'll be able to come back and share that with all of you guys. And I'm sure that will really help us because you can't go wrong from the top coach.
Hey, while we have just the leaders on here, do you want to tell them what you and I have that we're going to,
Oh yeah,
hopefully sometime before March, tell them about?
yeah, I know. Oh my God, Jesse, we got to figure this out. Okay, guys, so Jesse and I are going to the Smart Success seminar with Chalene Johnson in March. Do you know?
Jane.
Are you going to, Jane?
Best face ever.
I know. I was like, what is that? I'm like, shit, did I miss
You don't
something?
have any idea how much I love Chalene Johnson. I'm so jealous.
Well, pay attention.
Well, what are the rules, Jesse? I forget. Can you
I don't know. We haven't figured out the contest, but basically we're going to come up with some kind of a contest.
Mm,
And anybody who can actually commit to say that they can go, I forgot the dates too. really
Let me
not on
look.
top of things today.
I know. It's in March. It's okay. The cruise is on the 12th. It's the weekend before. Okay, so it's the March 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yeah, we leave on a Thursday and come back really late Sunday night. So people who can actually pay for their own plane ticket and split the hotel with us, which is actually pretty cheap.
Yeah, it would really be really cheap. The four of us would split it.
Yep.
Can come.
It
You
would
guys,
be like 100 and what did I say? 137 or 67 for the 3 nights each, like not
Yeah.
even per night.
it
So
was like under $100 for like all 3 nights.
just slightly over. 130 is over 100.
130.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, whatever.
Whatever. But close enough. So anyone who can commit to actually going, we're going to do some kind of contest in the team page. And we each have a free ticket to the seminar. So that's what you'd be competing for.
Yeah, and everything is a tax deduction, so you can write it all off.
What that contest will be and when we're going to announce it, we don't know.
I know, we should probably announce that like really soon.
Yeah, we should probably figure that out. Yoda, got any ideas, Yoda?
Get on that, Yoda. Chop, chop, buddy. Yeah, so we will be sharing that soon too, because we have the extra tickets, and that will be, and it's supposed to be amazing and like incredible. So definitely something that you guys can shoot to come to.
March 4th, 5th, 6th, I think, Jane?
Yeah.
Whatever that Thursday is, that first Thursday of the month.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. The first Thursday in March. We'd leave that night on like the 3rd.
Yeah, we should probably book, airplane tickets too, just to make
I
sure.
know. We really got to get on that. Oh,
Kim says she's in, as long as it's not a pick monkey thing.
oh yeah. Oh my God, guys, the Diamond Push. You have to get every single coach that you have into the Diamond Push. So,
Brian.
really make sure that they do it. Just make sure that they fill out the application and they participate in it, because you guys know, I mean, it's like you got to be a diamond to at least even start to scrape the surface of where this business can go, So everybody who comes into this has goals. You have to at least, be a diamond coach to start scraping into that and tapping into the potential of, how the business can change your life for you and your family. So make sure that, you communicate with your coaches, especially your brand new ones, even if you just recruited someone on today or yesterday. Yeah, Carrie, like she's posting in her team page, tag your coaches in it, make sure they know where the application is, how to get on. You kind of have to, new coaches especially, you kind of forget because there's so much information. But I mean, it's 7 weeks, so it's not like super crazy fast paced. And it's going to be a really good, like thorough training. So I really think that it'll help your teams be stronger, and they'll be more confident, and they're going to learn about everything, like every area about how to be a successful coach. So make sure that your coaches are enrolled in that. Oh yeah, and pick the training that you want to do. I'm obviously going to be doing a bunch too, but I'll let you guys pick the ones that you want to do first. So just make sure that you go in and just like type in, you know, which ones that you guys want to do, and then we can get the ball going with that. But right now we only have 2 people in the push, guys, so that's a problem because we have a humongous downline. But there's only 2 people who completed the application so far, so we got to get on that. I got to get on all my coaches too. Huh? Yeah, the pot is $50. Don't spend it all in one place. Yeah, you need to be officially, you need to be a paid diamond rank to actually do the videos and do the trainings in it. So just get it back, Jesse. You got it, girl. You can do it. It's only one more person. You guys can do it. And then you're just going to take off from there like a rocket ship into the night sky. Do I have anything else that we want to say? Do you guys have anything that you guys want to talk about? Any other struggles? It gets like overwhelming, you know. I just remember like when I was starting to like build my team, like how overwhelmed I got, you know, just, and I know a lot of you guys and a lot of like just the coaches on the team like start to get like overwhelmed with like the new people coming on and just, you know, your team growing and like how to lead them, and just don't overthink it. Just keep sticking with the 3 vital behaviors and keep leading by example. And like I said, like your coaches are going to mirror exactly what you're doing. Or you hope that they're going to. Do you guys have anything else that you want to chat about or share? Any struggles, any tips that have been working? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to share. I did have one tip actually. So I don't know if you guys listened to Bonnie's recording that I posted on the team page that she did about, I forget the name of the call, but it was on recruiting. But anyways, that's probably the best tip. I've listened to every single call that you could possibly listen to from coaches in the network since starting this. And that was probably like my one light bulb moment for me that has really started to make things shift. And it's only been 3 weeks of me doing this. But she talked in the video about how she uses people's objections as posts on her wall, that she addresses the objections that people have when she's contacting them or reaching out or talking about the coaching opportunity. She addresses those objections on social media and turns them into genuine posts and relates it back to how she felt when she first started to become a coach. Because think about it, when we all first become a coach, you know, we don't want to sign up because we don't have the money. You know, we say we're not in shape. How the heck can I be a coach? No one's going to listen to me. You know, we say, oh my God, I'm way too busy. I don't have the time for that. You know, all these things. And so what she does, and I just like made the light bulb go on to me because it makes so much sense. Whenever she's talking to someone, if they give her an objection, like, I don't have the time for this, she would then turn that into a post on social media, relate it back to how she thought the same thing before she became a coach and how she overcame it. And then that way she's putting it out there for the public, for everybody to see. So it like kills 2 birds with 1 stone. People are seeing it. She's answering their objections without them actually having to even go to her, or without her actually having to go to them. And so, you know, I've been doing that recently. I've been really making a conscious effort to try to do at least 1 post every single day like that. It'll be either something that I thought up of on my own, that, you know, a skepticism that I had about this, and I'll turn it around into a post, or it'll be if I was talking to someone, like someone said that they didn't have the money to do this, you know, and I turned that around into a post and about how like, and I started to talk to them about how like I didn't have any money either, and I had to put it on my credit card. But in the end, and I shared that with them, and because of these posts now that I've been doing every single day, and just one of them, I have been having so many people now message me saying, so now this coaching thing is looking really interesting to me. Like, I think I could do it. And it's because I'm answering all their concerns and their worries and their doubts and things that they're skeptical about right there out there for them to see. You know, I'm putting their mind at ease. What'd you say, Nick? Yeah, without people even, I know. More comments from the peanut gallery. Without people having to actually come to me and say, well, I mean, I'm not at my goal weight, so how the hell can I even do this? Like that picture I put up the other day of my face and stuff, you know? It is. I hear all the time, like people literally laugh when I say, you should be a coach on that team. They're like, are you kidding me? Me, a coach? Look at me, you know? They like knock themselves down. And it's like, well, okay, look at me. Look at me. Look at how I started. You want to say, look at me? Look at this. And then I answered that question outright on everyone, you know, and I had like over 170 likes. And I got literally like 3 messages. And my brand new active coach that I'm going to be introducing tonight into the page is someone who saw that and came to me and said, oh my gosh, like this coaching thing is looking more and more interesting to me. And she said that because I've been answering these questions that she's been wondering in her mind all along, and I'm putting it out there. So I challenge you guys to do the same thing. I really think it will completely shift things for your business. So you can make a list if you want of the things that you like, what scared you about this business? Like what made you hesitant before you became a coach? You know, like what were your reasons for like not doing it right away? You know, what were you worried about? What were you nervous about? What scared you? And write it down. And then each day, turn one of those things into a post about it. So that way, if other people are looking at what you're doing and they're thinking the same thing, you're already answering that question for them. Or if you're talking to someone, and they give you an objection of why they don't think this is right for them, you know, like, oh, I'm not a salesperson. Like I don't want to bother friends and family. You know, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not into that kind of stuff. You know, I don't want to be pushy, you know, turn that into a post so that they can see that, well, as a matter of fact, if you come at this like you're a salesperson, you're not going to go very far because we share. That's what we do as coaches. We share tips and motivation. We don't sell things. And so that really has started to change things for my business. Like I said, I've only been trying to do this now for the past 2 weeks, but if you go back through my wall, you'll see that I've been trying to do one post every single day about that and talk about on there how your life is different now because of Beachbody in some way, whether it's because of the friendships that you formed, whether it's because you're more likely now to stay on track with your health and fitness because of the support from the challenge groups. Maybe your confidence in yourself is different now because of the personal development and the growth that you've been doing to become a better version of yourself. All these little things, you know, pick up your paycheck for the past week, you know, and write about what that income did that 1 week for you. Were you able to take your kids out to lunch, you know, that week? You used that money to go out to lunch. You took your mom out to lunch and get your nails done together, or, you know, these little things, these little snippets, so that people can start to see, you know, how fun coaching is. Like that's the message you want to convey to people. You want them to hear about how fun it is to be a part of this, because people want to be a part of things that are fun and exciting and rewarding. They're not necessarily about the money, and I don't care if it's 6-figure income. They want to be a part of something that is exciting, you know, and gets their adrenaline going and every day, and, you know, gets them out of bed and lights a fire, you know, up their bum and stuff like that. So, so I challenge you guys, and it's uncomfortable at first, you know, but you got to start thinking a little bit differently about this now, because we're the leaders on the team. All right. So look at the team page, guys. There's 370 people in there. And how many leaders are on this call right now, right? That's it. Not many. So we are setting the tone for everybody else. Like we are the example. Whether you believe it or not, people on the team are actually watching you and they're following you and they're watching what you're doing. And so we have to show people, you know, really what's possible with this. And so just, you know, start to think a little bit differently about like your posting on Facebook. Look beyond, you know, the health and fitness aspect, you know, that's good. You definitely do want to mix that in because obviously we're health and fitness coaches, but you don't want to just have that, you know, you want to have a mix. You want to hit all areas. You want to hit the people who are looking to be a part of something more, you know, so that they feel like they're a part of something rewarding and exciting. People who are interested in owning their own business and having control of their life. And then you want to tap the market of people who are I just need help and support with my health and fitness, you know? And then you want to mix in your own personal life. But it's definitely important to have that mix going. every single day. And even if you posted something, like last week and you're like, oh, I just did that, I don't want to do it again. You can post the same thing pretty similar. I mean, the same people are not seeing it all the time. Like I was completely mind blown because I feel like I post a lot about that kind of stuff, but I guess I don't, because I was on the phone with this other girl the other day and I was like, oh, I'm sure you probably heard, about my journey as a coach. And she's like, I'm sure you probably heard my story by now, because I'm like in your face, I feel like, about it. And she's like, oh, actually, no, I haven't. I've never heard it. And I was like, oh my God. And it just goes back to everything else that I've heard from other leaders in the company, that it's only hitting a small percentage of your Facebook friends every time you post. And that's why it is so important to post multiple times a day, at least 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. So that way it hits all of the market, and hits different people at all parts of the day. So just keep that in the back of your mind as you're doing your posts. And, sometimes it takes me a little while to write those posts, but I feel like those are the posts that really, really make the difference, and that really matter, because it's just, people have a perception about like what you have to be as a coach and who you have to be and how you have to be and how you have to look. And they don't really understand. So I just feel like that just totally made sense to me when I heard Bonnie say that. It was literally like the best advice I've heard from any coach in the entire network, which is probably why she's number 5 in 2 years in as a coach. But it made so much sense. Doesn't that make sense? So I challenge you guys to try to do that to yourself. And wait, what does it say that's called hemorrhoids, Kathy? Wait, hemorrhoids for what?
When you're like a fire up their butt, I'm like, that's hemorrhoids, Kathy.
Oh my God.
I deal with my life with humor. In case anyone hasn't picked up that yet.
Yes, so do I too. I love that. That's right up my alley. Right up my alley with the hemorrhoids.
TMI. And someone else can share the bed with Kathy while we're away at that academy.
Yeah, I know.
Jane, she's all yours.
I know. Jane, push over. I'm the big spoon. Oh my God. All right. I don't know. So I hope that was helpful. Do you guys have any questions about anything at all? Pretty pooped. All right. So, all right. Well, thanks for hopping on, guys. This is going to be an awesome year for all of us. I just know it. It's going to be crazy. We're going to all be in totally different positions at the end of 2016. We're going to have big teams. You guys are going to be running your own calls like this, your own leadership calls, and you're going to look back and be like, oh my God. Oh, and then one more thing I wanted to say. It's always one more thing. If there's anything from the past that is like totally jammed up in your brain and you just can't get past it, it's time to move on. It is time for that ship to sail, okay? So if you're hung up on something that happened back in freaking October, November, or December, whenever it was, I don't care what it is or when it was, whenever it happened in 2015, okay? Seriously, you need to write that down on a piece of paper, okay? Crumble it up in a ball, light that crap on fire, and literally throw it out the window and be done with it and move on. Like, you cannot look back on anything from the past at all. You cannot look back on mistakes that you made, coaches who quit, things that you're aggravated about on. This is it. This is a fresh, clean slate with a whole new beginning, with a whole year ahead of us. And so nothing matters from 2015. Literally nothing. None of it matters. It really doesn't. None of it means shit. So just brand new year, and just keep that in the back of your mind. Carrie, short of breath for you. Yeah, well, I think the E&E too, like, that didn't help. I know. Well, I had the E&E, so that just, I talk fast anyways. And then when I
was wondering what you were drinking.
Yeah, it's really not good. I had to
It's
go.
really not good at 10 o'clock at night, Kath. Come on.
I know, really so bad, but it's like I got so much more work to do, and I've been getting such little sleep because of Kirsten and Landon and his new bed, and I'm just like, oh.
Does it give you the tingle that the Energize does?
Oh no. Oh no. You mean this is the Energize, but the E&E, I don't like the E&E that much. That makes me feel jittery and stuff.
Okay.
Have you done both of them?
No, I haven't done the E&E, but I have the Energize, and I love it. But I could never, I feel like I'll twitchy, and I'm like, I gotta move. I don't know how you're just sitting
really
at the Yeah.
I feel like
I
I'm
gotta-
comatose. I only put one scoop in it though.
Oh, do you normally do 2? Because I only do 1.
No, I only always do one, but I know on the back it says 2. Doesn't
If you're over
Only you're over
160 pounds.
160 pounds.
Maybe I'm over 160 pounds,
No,
guys.
you're not.
I don't think so.
I'm like, maybe I'm over 160 pounds. You know, this sweater hides a lot.
You're crazy.
All right. I'll let you guys go because I know it's been a long night. But thank you guys so much, and you guys are all awesome. And keep doing what you're doing because you guys are the rock stars of the whole entire team. So give yourself a pat on the back, and let's blow up 2016.
I hope you get some sleep tonight.
You're right. She just drank Energize at 10 o'clock.
I know. Seriously, I know. I'll be ready to go to bed by 2. Don't worry.
I'll be up 2.5 hours after that. So
Oh, cool. Send me a message. I'll probably be up changing the poop sheets upstairs in Kirsten's room.
oh no. Oh, she's corny.
So bad. All right, guys. Well, thanks so
Okay,
much for
Courtney,
having
it's not that kind of call.
Yeah, I know. Courtney's like, holy mother of God. This is how this all go down.
They just saw you in your underwear.
That's all right. We're all family.
Yeah, exactly. We're all family, guys.
That's fantastic.
That was great.
All right, guys. I love you all. And Nick always laughs whenever I'm like, I love you all. But I do.
We love you too.
We
I
love
know, I
you.
really
You guys too.
So funny, but I really do. All right. So have a good night, girls. And I hope you have a good weekend. And I will see you next time. Bye everyone.